this is Frank the Pestgeek with Nature Pest, and I'm going to show you how we control ants in the home safely without any indoor sprays. We have an exclusive no indoor spray process to control virtually any pest in your home, and I'm going to show you with these little stations and Maxforce Quantum how we solve the ant problem. Check this out. Okay, so what we'll do is you got the Maxforce stations. And these are the little stations. They're a buffet. They have 4 compartments. You can use all of these areas for different types of baits, gel baits, liquid baits. And what I do, so you just take the little station and you take a little, what I like to do is I like to give it a different dose because different ant species will prefer different levels of dosage and to how much they're going to take back. So with just doing a little bit of water, a couple of drops, and that's it. And we might just take some extra water out of there. You don't want to completely fill it. You want it all at different levels. So one will have more, one will have less. And so now you've got the little station with the little water inside. And what you can do is you can put like a little pure drop right there on the corner. And then you can put maybe 1 drop and then maybe 1 and then 2 drops over here, and then you can do 1, 2, 3 drops and maybe another one, and then another pure one over here, another pure one there. And then what you'll do is you'll just take it and dilute it like this. This is what we do. And now we have all different dilution ratios that they may want. The beauty about this product is there is no contaminating of your surfaces. If you got ants crawling all over your counters, you're making a custom station as opposed to buying a ready-to-use station with 1 dosage, 1 measurement, and that's it. This is the advantage of using a buffet station like this because you're going to be able to customize it depending on the feeding habit. And we will use sometimes 2 different gel baits in this case to get the control with different ant species. But for most of your ant species, like ghost ant, crazy ant, big-headed ant, white-footed ant, and ghost ant, you're going to be able to get control with this. So it controls a lot of ant species. You probably can do it in other areas of the country with different ones. But so what we'll do is we'll take our station, and now you can put it like that. Just put it in a little corner somewhere, and it's marked. It says, you know, Maxforce complete. You know, do not allow near children and pets. Just leave it there. And you will be able to control your ants. Once you're done with this and you got the control, which this is good for maybe a week, that's it. Then you have to throw it out, replace it again, repeat the process. This is what we do in every home when we come in, and we'll take it, make a fresh new one, throw it out. So with the Maxforce buffet station, with the Maxforce Quantum, we can get control of multiple ant species with just this bait. Customizing the station. What has to be done is this will evaporate very quickly. As you can see, this is why baits go bad. If the ant falls in there, and a large amount of ants fall in there, it will make the bait rancid. And ants won't eat it if it's rancid. So this is why it's important that you don't leave a station for a month. It really won't get control anymore. You replace this in a week, it will evaporate. Inside the home, you will see how much evaporation there is inside your home. This will be totally dry. Replace the bait again. This is why we come back on a weekly basis to perform our service, because we have to follow up on this. And this is the secret to getting control of ants, is replacing that station, replacing the bait frequently, mainly about 5 to 7 days, and until the ant problem is gone. Now, if you have ants that are trailing, and they're trailing in different areas like near your windows, you could apply the bait directly, spot treat it. The literally is just 1 drop where the ants are trailing, and that's it. So you don't have to contaminate spraying baseboards for an ant that's not walking across a baseboard. They're walking in through the windows. They're coming in through your electrical outlets. If you're in an apartment or you're in a house, they found their way in through the conduit outside. They're making their way in, and this is why a spray service is completely useless to try to control ants, when you can get them to take this bait back wherever the ant is. Now, the secret to ants is, the ant bait is getting them to eat it. So if you're spraying around there and you're putting the ant bait, you're going to contaminate the bait and they're not going to eat it. So make sure that you're not doing any aerosol sprays with insecticides or air fresheners or spraying cleaners or anything with bleach around those ant stations, because you will contaminate the ant station and they won't eat the bait. The other thing with bait is we don't have to know really where the ant is. The ant knows where it lives. It knows where its nests are, especially with ants that fragment their nests and do what is known as budding, where they make multiple nest sites like ghost ants and odorous house ants. These ants are a nightmare because they will make multiple nests. So the idea is you're putting the bait where you're finding the ants. If you're finding them on the counter, this is the safest method. You can always do a spot bait underneath the counter, like underneath the lip of the counter somewhere, where maybe you have a little crack up here, crevice, where you can put it where nobody is touching it. And most of these will wipe out once the ant is controlled. You can just remove it with some detergent, anything to get rid of the product. You can get rid of it, but we prefer using the stations for not contaminating any of the surfaces. If this video has been helpful to you, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below, and share it with your friends. This is Frank the Pest Geek wishing you a pestacular day.